Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Hopefully, all the audio bugs are in the past and it's working. That's good. Check, check. Ambient tank sounds as well. Okay. All right. I think everything is working. We're doing good. I hope. Hello, everyone. I have a lovely topic for today. So I'll get into it as people come say hi. Um, I wanted to talk about experience. Experience. And I think it's touted a lot as like the thing that is one of the most important to have in the hobby, right? That claim, experience is everything. You need to have more experience before you do this. You need to have been keeping these fish before you keep these fish. And while that is great, I want to talk about when that fails. Welcome in Foxy and Peplin and Mike from earlier. Thank you so much for being here. We all, no matter if you've been in the hobby for 50 years or if you've been in the hobby for 5 seconds, right? The first thing that you see is experience this and experience that. I think that there are things far more important than experience, and that is the biggest one, right? Is research. Because no matter what your niche is, research is going to be important forever. So basically, research and experience not only go hand in hand, they're how do you say, as important as each other. Now there's this thing of bad experience. I like to bring up, like, do y'all remember like VHS players or even DVD players, CD players, 8 tracks, whatever? There were people who specialized only in fixing VHS players. And when they went, like, I want to say extinct, they're not an animal or a plant, but when they were lost in favor of newer or better things, the people in those niches lost their job. Now, while some of those things are transferable, I'll talk about that later in terms of fish keeping. Pigeonholing yourself into a niche or with one set of information is never going to work out for you in the long run. Somebody can have years of experience in the hobby, but if you asked them advice for 2025, you're going to get outdated information. Maybe that information was correct 10, 20 years ago, but new evidence has come out, or um, more information has come out to say that the information from then was wrong. I also feel like people who have been keeping fish for a long time, especially certain like species of fish, can become overconfident, especially in giving advice. You can pretty much do whatever you want in your own fish, right? Nobody's going to judge you for being outdated if your fish are healthy. What the issue is that people tend to go on the internet and give advice. I see this a lot since I'm on Discord, and I see like a person like constantly, you know, having to correct misinformation, and then they'll come back at me with, "Well, I've been doing this for X amount of years." Experience is everything. The hobby evolves. It improves, like new equipment, better husbandry. Excuse me, better husbandry. New scientific studies come out and disprove old ones. I think everybody's heard that in the wild, meadows live in puddles, and actually, that's just complete misinformation. Um, it was based on somebody who went there and seen one in a puddle, but not understanding that they had jumped in there for breeding purposes. like as things like the global community of fish keeping came together, and people who have experienced these things, like they live in their backyard basically, they're like, no, that's not how that works. Or new scientific studies have come out and saying that things don't work like that, right? If you've never researched further, you're not going to know. And when somebody asks, you give outdated information. There's so many great examples of things that have improved, but my favorite is lights and lighting your tanks in general. Compared to even just 5 years ago, right? I know, like 5 years ago, COVID started. So, like in our minds, we're like, that's not that long ago. That time's flown by. We didn't have certain options available to us as cheap as we do now. Um, like I'm seeing more and more like programmable lighting options, more packaging that states all of the lighting information, just overall way better lighting. But if we compare that to something like 20 years ago, it's not even comparable. I know if y'all have been around for a while, if you want to look back, in a lot of the live streams that I did with old books, I skipped over the lighting section because, yeah, it was great information at the time, but it is one of the most outdated things in all old books. I had mentioned earlier, right, how um, people who are experienced tend to pigeonhole themselves, and that it is one of the biggest issues with people who state that they have experience or want to argue that experience is uh, everything. Being experienced in one area of expertise does not and cannot automatically translate to being correct in another niche. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Many fish keepers don't know things outside their niche. Like, you can't expect a cichlid keeper to know about killifish or vice versa, unless they do also keep those species. But it's not the niche that you're in that's the problem. Pigeonholing, and this is a little bit of a tangent outside of what experience has to do with things, but more towards the end of research. I think that looking up and researching as much as possible can also give you ideas to look into in your specific niche. For example, maybe you have like an African cichlid tank and it's just rocks, like, and wood, as like you just use hardscape, maybe fake plants. But you think that planted tanks are beautiful, so you look into planted tanks, and then you realize like there are a couple of plants that could withstand your cichlids with some modifications, like kangaroo so they're not decked out. Plants that are extremely hard water tolerant, or plants that other people have kept with fish that eat plants, and maybe like there's a chance that yours won't eat them. Or you go out and you look at a different type of fish and you see that somebody, for example, keeping a cichlid thing together, has built these intricate rock caves for a bed of fish. And you take that and you're like, that's really cool. Let me scale it up for my food. Maybe you find a study done on a specific fish that goes into details about water parameters that are similar to your niche of fish, and you can learn something outside of what you know and adapt it to what you are doing. Now, I know I've been dogging on experience. I get it. I think everybody here can tell that I'm a little bit irritated. But experience isn't all that bad. Welcome in, Asaya. I think I said that right. Tell me if I didn't. I'll correct myself. Experience is great. And it can lead you to take better care of your fishes and recognize things like behaviors and spotting illnesses or bad interactions. You can really see things before they go wrong. Like, your fish are acting strange, so you check your heater and you realize that it's a little high, so you can adjust it. Or you realize that a filter that is tucked away in the corner isn't working properly. All by just looking at how your fish are acting. And that is something that comes with experience. It comes with knowing your fish. And that's a lot of things that I see, like, to gain the experience needed for that. Look at your fish. Now that we've given the disclaimer, experience is great for certain things. Let's take a step back. Experience is not universal. What works for one species of fish might not work for the other, or what works for one person in their tank might not work for another person in another. And even in your own fish room or your own 2 fish tanks, right? If you start keeping, for example, a completely new species, I know this has happened to me personally, where, like, I've been really into cichlids and medacas and live bears and tetras, and then I get some killifish, and almost nothing is transferable. Like, they're just not the same. They really, like, specifically my killifish, will not eat anything that is not living. I could always transfer my fish over to, like, frozen foods or pellets, depending on the fish. Not at all. Can't get them. So I had to accept that and learn, research, see that other people have the issue, and make do. I think I touched on it a little bit. Experience has to, like, experience must evolve. You have to be willing to research. You have to be willing to listen to other people. If you or a person doesn't grow with the hobby, you and your fish are eventually going to be left behind. I also want to touch on, because it works, and it's worked for so long, that means I should keep doing it. Sure. If it's working for you, that's fine. Touching back on what works for you might not work for other people. And if there's a better, cheaper, faster way to do it, or a way to do it that prolongs the life of your fish, isn't it better to switch over? Maybe you can keep the same way with more experience with a new method and another tool. Almost all of us have more than one technique. And isn't it fun to set up a new tank? When you set up a new tank, why don't you try something new? Now, there are some methods out there I love that are outdated. There's some tools out there that get a lot of hate. I'm going to mention under gravel filters. I like the gravel filters a lot. I don't currently have any in my tanks. I would love to find an under gravel filter. They're just not so anymore. But if you are using gravel in your tanks, an under gravel filter is amazing. If you maintain it and work with it properly, it's a great tool that a lot of people have pushed aside for other things. And the people that use them tend to get told that they're not using things correctly, but that they should change it. No, it's fine. Older tools and older methods aren't bad. They're just older. They're different. They're not as common anymore. An older method, an older tool, just aren't there. They're just not bad. They're not bad. You know? I'm sure there is a piece of equipment that every single piece of equipment that there is a person who hates it. It's fine. I love it. Everybody can have their own opinions. Welcome in, Cheryl. Having an opinion is different than being stuck in your experience. And it's fine. Scary. So I've been talking a lot about experience. What is experience? What is experience, right? We tell people to have it. We tell people that they need to gain it. Is experience just time? I don't think so. It is. You can't say that you've had experience if you have done something for a certain amount of time. I like to say that people start gaining experience um, at about year three of being in this hobby. And but what is it that people are asking people to do? What is that experience, and how do you get it? Welcome in, Sami. The older I get, the more opinionated and stubborn I get. Me too. Me too. Jeff, I believe that's true for a lot of folks. Yep. I mean, hey, that's something about experience, life experience. you, uh, you tend to see what's coming. And that's what experience. Being able to tell what's going on, knowing things, recognizing patterns. How do you gain experience? Do you just do whatever? No. I think that experience, there's a couple types of experience. There's like firsthand experience, there's secondhand experience, and learned experience. Firsthand experience is obviously, in this context, working with directly a tank, a type of fish. Secondhand experience is learning from other people, looking at other people's mistakes. And learned experience, which is research. To have experience, proper experience, you need all three. You need to know the basics. I have a moth in my house. One second. My fish are like freaking out. I know I don't think you can see her, but my longfin is like absolutely going wild with the glass. Okay. You can experience by going out, doing things, trying things, and living life. Yes. And specifically with fish tanks, you get experienced by doing, watching, and reading. Where was I? Oh, moth distracted me really bad. I think I was talking about how you need all three. Um, Here, what was it? It was. I need to start taking better notes. Oh my goodness. What was I doing? Oh, it is late. Okay. You need all three types of experience. I need to take better notes. What was it? I don't remember what I named them now. Oh well. First, second, and what? First hand, second hand, and oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot. firsthand experience, secondhand experience, and what did I call like researching? Oh, I'm just gonna call it researching for now. I don't remember. Uh, uh, Welcome to my live stream. Um, you can definitely tell it's live. I can't believe I forgot that. You need all three: firsthand, secondhand, and research experience. I explained this. Why the silly mom? I'm my silly fish. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Right. Uh, if anybody wants to come up, I have the link. I put the link in here. So if anyone wants to come up and say hello and maybe share some of their experience, I'm going to go take like a 5 minute, 10 minute break and try and figure out what's going on in my head. Can't believe that happened. Got distracted by a moth. I'm gonna go take a break. I'll be back. Um, Again, okay. I posted the link, and I'm gonna turn up the music. You can enjoy the beautiful sounds of classical music while I go. I'm so sorry about that. And I'm sorry about anybody who is rewatching this or watching this on replay. I wanted to dive in more about first-hand experience, second-hand experience, and learned experience. First-hand experience is the experience you have by doing something yourself. Hi, Jeff. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I think it won't work. It work.
Hi, Cece. How are you doing? How's everything been going for you, Cece?
Hello, Beto. I have to fix things.
You're okay. I am still fixing things too, so.
Hold on. I had now all I can hear is the music. There we go.
I don't think I'm muted. I'm not muted, am I? Cece?
No, it was on my end.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. I fixed one issue. Okay.
All more gooder?
The angel wigglers, Beto, are. I'm having some issues. All of them hatched. It went beautifully. And I split them up. I took about 80% of them and took them out, and I let the other part stay with the parents. And all of them are dying.
The ones with the parents?
Obviously, the ones that were in... I'm sorry, what?
The ones with the parents too?
Yeah, the ones with the parents died, and then the ones in the nursery area are also dying. I had a suspicion that something was happening because this is the third time now that they've eaten their babies.
Okay. Eating is common.
But I was like, okay, so I'm going to take most of them out and I'm going to try raising them myself, and they're dying.
Okay. What were you feeding them?
Freshly hatched baby brine shrimp and first bites.
Should have been able to eat it. Usually I don't have problems getting them to go straight to brine shrimp. How often are you feeding? How often were you feeding?
Twice to 3 times a day.
I can normally get away with twice. 3 is always better. 6 is better yet. It's just when you do the 6, then you want to adjust your volume of food.
Betcha said maybe the water fouled up. I was doing right now I hate to call them that, but the leftovers are in a mesh breeding net thing.
Okay, like a breeder box deal. Internal.
Yeah, but it's the one like a net.
Okay. And how's the flow through that?
Really good. There's an air stone next to it, not like pummeling them, but it is next to it, so there's movement going through it. And when they were in a container, I was doing water changes right after they ate the second time.
Okay.
And I was testing in the morning after their first feeding. Everything was coming up normal.
Like parameters wise?
Yes.
Okay. Are you losing any in the mesh net also, or?
I just put them in the mesh net probably about 6 hours ago.
Any losses so far?
One.
One? Okay. Early on or later?
Probably about 3 hours ago, so right in the middle.
Each mesh net is a little different. Some of them really suck with air or water flow. Get fungused up quickly and stop flowing. And some of them work really good. I normally don't have very good luck with them, but I know that there are some species that fare better in that style.
Yeah.
I know with angels, I typically did the overflow, like external breeder box.
I was
Or
looking at those.
the downside is the babies can flow through the grate, or if you use the sponge to help prevent that, sometimes the sponge is too big, and the babies can swim into the sponge and get stuck and die. So they're not perfect either. But that is what I have the most experience with.
I know that I can get the overflow style. Um, but none of my local stores have any. They only have the net ones.
Yeah. And that one should be
And then
fine
the
as long as your
regular.
flow is okay.
Yeah, I don't see like the bubbles that typically would stick on the net if it wasn't flowing through properly.
Okay. Um, yeah, it really shouldn't be old enough yet to create that issue.
Welcome in, overtly overstocked Oscars. And yes, Cheryl, I'm fine. I had a little bit of a moment back there, but you know, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, one daily.
Yeah.
Hello, June.
The other thing about these angels is that like I have no clue anything about them. My black lace or double black angels. I had bought 4 of them, and 2 of them died under semi-mysterious circumstances. And then I got the 2 silvers or 2 wild types, the normal fin and the super long fin. And from what I understand, they were just kind of brought in and like, here you go, kind of thing to my local fish store. So I don't know. They're not like super aggressive or anything with the other angels, so I don't know what was wrong with them.
As to why they were brought back, you mean?
Yeah.
Some people buy
Or
them and they don't.
surrendered.
Yeah, some people don't realize how big they get, or they realize it later, or they put them in with
Yeah.
guppies and they start eating the babies.
They do. There's a bunch of reasons, but
Yeah.
since the super long fin is the female of the breeding pair with the male black angel, I'm not sure if there's anything wrong in the lineage that's making it harder.
It's possible.
I do know that they are great parents.
Until they eat them.
I mean, it's an angelfish.
Yeah.
I kind of expect that.
Well, I have some that raise them, and I have some that eat them.
They do. It's not the parents who eat them, it is the other angels who eat them.
Oh, that just means you need to get rid of the other angels.
Yeah, they do. I need I'm setting up a 29. Unfortunately the 2 smaller angels I think are stunted. They're the same age as the other ones and they're very small.
Yeah, some of them do grow extremely small though, or slow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have that with mine even, where some of them grow like ridiculously slow. Even with my rams.
I don't know. I figured that if they were going like if they're siblings. So the 2 black angels are from the same clutch and the 2 silver angels are from the same clutch.
Okay.
Also, the long fin is bent, like the fin, so it was definitely not kept in the proper conditions growing up.
Okay.
I moved my angels to a bigger tank, lost 3. I'm finding angels to be difficult to keep. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot, like asking different people about their experiences with angels and trying to figure out what's going on.
Hit and miss. I think it has more to do with the line. I know. Getting my breeders, usually I go through a few. Once I find a decent source, though, normally I don't have problems with those people. But from the LFS,
And I mean,
usually I have problems.
if I can move this over. I don't know if you can see them over there in the corner thing. But they're near the desk that I'm sitting at.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see me.
Can't see you. I see one black and one zebra.
Yep. She's the wild coloration. She's much darker in person. She's like gold, like dark gold color.
Yeah,
But those are my breeding pair, and I will, from what I've seen, the behavior that they're giving me right now, I should probably put eggs in next market. They lay eggs just about every 2 weeks.
it's pretty good. And I've heard lots of people say that, but I've never had that experience myself.
These guys aren't very big. Um, I think a little larger than $1/2.
The smaller groups or the bigger ones?
The bigger ones. The other ones are
Um,
probably in between the size of a quarter and $1/2.
okay. The blue marbles that I have, they are probably like $1/2 size, and they're spawning for me already too. Granted, I've had other ones that were like baseball size and still not spawning.
Mine look like toy zebras. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see them. I know it's positively glowing right now. That's the breeding pair on one camera and then the breeding box on the other.
Okay. That box should be fine. Do you have air inside of it also, or just next to it?
Next to it. The angle's a little funny, but it's closer than it seems.
Yeah, usually is. Um, I'd recommend probably putting a little bit of air inside of it too. Just a slow bubble, just to keep the surface tension broke.
Okay.
And that's more so like if you're feeding the powdered foods, like the first
Yeah.
bites, then it can help prevent that from getting like that biofilm on top.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be more so for the top of the water, though, not for the net. Then, as far as the net goes, just kind of keep an eye on it, and whatever they don't eat, probably suck off with a turkey baster. That way, you're not getting any
Yeah, that's
weird
what I've been doing.
bacterial. Yeah,
I'll go over there. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that or not, but we'll see.
yeah, it's definitely better than getting that bacterial growth started. Once that started, it's a pain in the butt.
Well, I'm looking at them right now, and I don't see any more deaths.
Okay. Um, so the babies were getting eaten by the other fish, not the parents.
Correct.
Okay. And are they still sticky head, wiggler? How long they've been free swimming?
They're free swimming.
Okay. Do you know how long?
4 days.
Oh, they should be starting to eat soon. I wonder if that one's not plugged in.
Two.
Really don't like setting up new tanks. Shit.
Oh, this one's really super light.
What's that?
I found a little baby, and it's everything is white, like even its eyeballs.
Yeah. Is it still living?
Yeah, it's swimming,
Okay.
turning around, swimming over. It just food.
So the cross that you have there shouldn't be an issue with spawning them together. Um, as long as their lines are set, realistically, what you should get is a 50-50. So half of them being black and half of them being zebra. So, do you guys all get a lot of friend requests from overseas?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you guys get a lot of friend requests from overseas, like people that maybe try to import or export fish?
Yeah, I get a lot of that. Facebook.
Yeah, yeah, I've been getting a lot of it. It's a little frustrating.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Definitely.
how's it going, Cece, Jeff?
How's it going? Is that Beto?
Yeah,
There we go.
how are you guys?
I'm all right. Um, I think this week I'll get that 55 pulled out and get it ready to unsilicone and resilicone it. Maybe
Nice.
do a little glass cutting.
Well, so much for your sleeping schedule.
Yeah, no, it's always today. I will be bailing on you guys here shortly, though.
It's late.
Just
It's
wanted to.
past midnight now.
It is, yeah. I've been trying to get in bed by around 11. Uh, 10 would be even better, but baby steps. But I did want to
Well,
get at least get the lights on the new tanks, or the relocated tanks, I should say, not new.
we're in the same time zone, no, Jeff?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just
So
directly north of you.
so it's midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It fucking at 4 o'clock, maybe 4:45 p.m. It's like pitch black outside.
Yep.
I hear.
What's it? What time does it get dark over there, Cece?
About 6:30.
Oh,
She's a little
wow.
further south.
Yeah.
I'm very far south.
Right now, I just attached a piece of Anubias to a piece of lava rock with some super glue gel, and I think I
Mhm.
put too much gel in there, and it hasn't cured, and the fucking leaves of the Anubias are already starting to get fucked. Yeah, they're starting to get fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to do. Like all I did was put a piece of wet paper towel over the leaves.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't want to stick it into the tank like that right now.
Yeah, you might not be able to save it.
Damn it.
If you have a piece of the rhizome that isn't covered in glue, you can just snap it off and try again.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Let me see. So I wrapped all the leaves in a wet paper towel, thinking that maybe that'll help. But look, and this has only been out for maybe 15 minutes. It's kind of hard to see.
It's a silhouette. Oh, there we go.
So, how was it prior? Was it healthy?
Yeah, super healthy. Look at that, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, you can plop her in the tank and see if she pops back. Is it cyano, the normal aquarium super glue?
It's the fucking gorilla gel.
Yeah. As long as it's the one that they recommend, that I forget what the hell it's called. It's like it's not cyano, but it's something similar to that. When you put it in water, it cures.
Okay,
Oh, really?
What I like to do is I just take like one of those solo cups and I just drop it in.
I think that's what I'm about to do right now because there's too much glue on here, and there's too many fish in this tank, and I don't want any of these fish nibbling on this stuff.
How long ago did you glue it?
I'm telling you, maybe 20 minutes now at most.
Okay.
And it's stuck, but I can touch it and it still sticks
It's
to my
still
finger.
chewy? Okay.
Yeah.
Just throw it in the water.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Like
gonna throw it
in
in
a
a
bowl
cup.
or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Hmm.
And give it a little, like another hour or so.
Yeah. Somebody
There is
told
a
me that it takes.
specialty.
Uh
There's a
huh.
specialty spray that you can spray on it, and it cures it almost instantly.
That fucking Anubias took like months to grow too. It just broke that off a bigger piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with oh June,
June.
right? Over at least
Yeah.
over stock Oscars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um it should be fine. I don't know if you can see them because it's so tiny, but if you look up here, on the left side of the tank, I have 3 different Anubias. I've been growing those for a little over 2 years,
Mm.
and I just keep snapping them off, and I've abused these things. I've kept them out of water. I forgot about them up on like high branches and let the
Hmm.
water drop, and they're fine.
Yeah, I bought like maybe 4, and I have now like 7 or 8 that I broke off. So you can see these guys. They're pretty tall. Maybe like 3, 4 inches. These guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is as dark as the fish room gets. It helps with the angels and rams as far as fry goes.
Mm. I got the bright um, lamp right next to my 75, so they're
Yeah.
never in complete darkness.
Okay. That is an important part for at least for angels and rams. Discus might play into, but it's been too long since I've worked with them.
That's my next project.
Yeah, I was going to, but I really don't want to. I'm too frustrated with the modern strains.
Yeah, I'm looking at some like F2s, wilds.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind doing F1s or F2 wild Peruvians. At some point in time, I'd like to do the Peruvians.
Those are a hot seller for you, huh, Jeff? The Rams.
Not exactly, but yeah, it's more of a I like working with them.
Okay.
Uh, so I'm trying to get away from fish that I really don't care for, or not really that I don't care for them. I just don't have
Interested
any
in?
passion for them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not 100% deleting live bears, but I'm really reducing them.
They're a
And
tough sell, man. It's pretty sad. Yeah.
they're easy sell here because they're cheap. You know,
I
they're only a
got
couple bucks.
I got some specialty guppies. I got the black metal lace guppies, and that's the current live bear breeding project I'm going with, and
Yeah.
that's
Nice.
The specialty guppies here still retail or still wholesale for like $1.
Wow.
I'm
And they wholesale or retail for like $4 to $7.
not here. We get like 15 per pair.
Yeah.
I was
Online, I
just
can
at
probably
a
do that.
I was just at a store today, a new one that I hadn't been to. It's probably like 20 minutes from my house, 25, 30 minutes. And they
Yeah.
were selling a Pistogramma's Agassiz double reds for
Yeah.
$4.99. I mean, I was like, what? Because you always see them for, at least
I do
like,
not like the double reds. Um, not the easy. The hell are they?
The cockatoides.
Cockatoides. Yeah, that's the one. I don't like them.
They
Um,
had some nice fish there.
yeah, I think the cockatoides is a very plain, bland-looking fish for being so overworked and overhyped.
You know, honestly, Jeff, I feel like that about a lot of your pistols. I mean, the only ones that stick out are the real, like, brightly colored with the nice spiky sail, you know?
Yep, you get like the blue flames and the fire reds. Those are man-made strains,
Mm-hmm.
but they're like guppies and angels. They're gonna become overly common
Mm-hmm.
because they attract the average person.
Yeah.
I paid a lot for my lines, but I know I'm not going to get much for them when I sell them.
Let's see.
And I bought them knowing that.
Pistol I liked.
So when I went to that store and I saw that I bought this. This is Tube Effects,
Mm-hmm.
and the Corys that you gave me, or I bought from you.
Yep.
uh, they love this stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
They they
Yeah, they
they
do.
they smelt it right away. I stuck it to the glass, and they all attacked it, man. They were sitting there for about
Yeah.
a good hour and a half munching on that.
It's been a long time since I fed Tube Effects. I need to bust out my can of it again.
Here, I'm gonna show you.
I got like a gallon jug of the stuff.
Here's your Corys. That look, they're colored up real nice.
Yeah.
I don't think you
They're
see them
really
back
pretty
there.
at that size.
But yeah, they were going gangbusters earlier on the glass, chewing on those worms.
Yeah. That's one Corey I plan on keeping around. I like those little guys.
Ah, I found it. Uh, hung slow dwarf
Yeah,
thickly.
Hansloy.
Instagram hung slow.
Yeah. There's like double reds and red shoulders and I never had good luck with the Hungslow. They're aggressive toward each other. Same with my Inca 50s. There's the Inca 50 Benchii. Um, they're aggressive toward each other too and tend to murder each other. I have one pair that's working out now after probably like trying 20 pairs at anywhere from $20 to $80 a pair.
I just got into what Akaras. I got a threadfin Akara.
Yeah, Akaras are usually pretty stable, sturdy fish.
Yeah, I've had no problems with mine.
Yeah.
Did you buy like a pair of them or just one?
Just one. He's,
You can't. Could you even sex those? Like, do you know male or female or no?
No,
Should be able to
I
once they're
personally
fully
not.
adults. Yeah. I believe that if you do a little bit of research, you probably could.
Probably. All I know is that this one has like a heart on each of its sides.
Oh wow.
And
I mean, if they're anything like the electric blue, then they're awesome.
they're I like them
Electric blues
because they
are-
remind me of a Geophagus.
Mhm.
Yeah. I have some geos that I'm going to work with from Sia, or not Sia, Misa. They're one of the dwarfs. I think it was a Gymno Geo.
What is it? The demon. The demons.
Okay. These are T something. I forget what their full name is, but it's a T something.
Tapaho?
No, yeah. I don't think it
Trying.
was Tapaho.
There's
Curtis
different.
sent it to me,
I
so
know
I might
there's like
have it.
3 of the.
So the Bolivian Rams remind me of Geophagus.
That's because they are geos. So are the Germans.
Wow.
I think they're like a gymnogeo or something like that. They're one of the dwarf species.
No shit.
Terra Pura Pura.
That might be it. That sounds right. Yeah, I believe that's correct.
That's fun to say, at least.
Yeah, if you can remember it.
Yeah. I guess that's why common names are so important, right?
Yeah. Well, I think that is the common name, though.
My local fish store has the demon geos on sale right now.
Nice.
There's a university in Texas giving away fish for free, I think.
What kind?
Xiphophorus, any type of Xiphophorus.
What's that?
It's a live bear, sword tails,
Yeah,
stuff
there's
like
got to be a
that.
purpose behind it. It's probably one of the wild types, and it might be that they're trying to bump the population.
Yeah, they are all wild types because I think they use them
Yeah,
for research and stuff.
yeah, and it's
But
probably ones that they decided not to use in their restocking program, maybe.
I reached
Or they're
out, right? So I reached out
yeah,
and I asked them about them, and I was like, okay, so they're free, right? So let me get some of these. And then they wanted to charge me, get this, for shipping them to my house. They wanted to charge me over $200.
yeah, probably
But
overnight.
send the information to me. I'm in Texas. I can get them for you.
Well, yeah, that's why I said I was like, because I knew you were from Texas, and I was like, I can't remember. I can dig it up. I know I can find it. I just can't remember offhand which
The
university.
the Nezzies are cool. I like those guys. I had them and I lost them when I moved to the fish room.
Hmm.
Um, they're a little wild type sword.
You know who just got those, Jeff? Chris Gordon.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I think Curtis has some of mine, and I don't know if Mike has some of mine or not. Um, he might. I know a few people have them because I sent them out while I was doing good with them.
Now the Nezzy sword. Which one is that? Because I can't think of which one it is.
It's a little greenish colored one.
Okay.
Uh,
It's not the
it's almost
super large sword one, right?
no
That's
small one.
okay.
It's not a dwarf, but it's one of the smaller ones. It's not a
Okay.
5-inch species. It's more like a 2-inch species
Okay.
ish. Maybe 3 with a
Because I
tail.
think there's two that are really large. It's the Montezuma, and then it's the one with the largest sword. I think is the Maiai. I think it's one or the
My
other. I can't remember which is which,
it
but
could
I
be.
think
I know
those are.
that Greg Sage had
Yeah.
those for a while,
Mhm.
and he was breeding them to be bigger.
Mhm. And then now they're all gone because I remember when I found out about him, that's what I wanted, and I asked him right away. This was like a
Yeah,
year ago, and he told me it's like, oh, I don't have them anymore. It's like, ah, shit.
I've been trying to get his Odessa barbs forever, but yeah,
Have you seen
either he
how he breeds them? Like it's a pretty
yeah
unique process.
yeah. I've watched it quite a few times. There's a that happens with a lot of species as far as lined out species go. There's a lot of interbreeding like that.
Yeah.
If you do it right, it works out good. If you do it
Hmm.
wrong, you get some really bad genetics.
You know whose barb breeding has been the most unique that I've seen, and I can't remember the person's name, but have you ever seen Dan's Fish do a fish room tour of a breeder that just does barbs?
No.
He did a fish room video, and then this guy he does only barbs, right? And he had these tanks where he would set them up with a matin style filter, and
Okay.
what it did was it would suck the eggs down into
Yeah.
past an egg crate on the bottom and bring them around to the other side where
I
he.
know what
Uh-huh.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
I didn't remember there being a barb video, but yeah, I know that trick.
it seems like a really
Um,
convenient way, no, to like get the eggs to just come to the side you want them to.
if your fish room's set up right, yes.
Hmm.
Mine is not set up for that. Um, you can't have your tank on end when you're doing that.
Hmm.
But yeah, that is a cheater's way of doing it for the most part, because it'd be like having an egg collecting breeder box. It would be
Yeah.
something similar to that.
Hmm. Only the way this guy was doing it in the video, he was permanently, so the tank was permanently stuck like that. You couldn't
Yeah.
go back. Like he had everything
Correct.
acrylic up, you know?
Yeah, and that's the way to do it. And if you're
Yeah.
breeding, that's what you're doing. You're not doing display tanks. You're doing breeding tanks.
Right.
There's definitely a difference in the style of fish keeping.
Cheryl, I cannot say that. My male what?
Cockatoides.
Cockatoides. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Yeah, I hate cockatoides. I think it's a waste of time. There's far prettier pistos that are less aggressive. You get into the Agaziziis, and most of the time they're a lot more mellow. They normally don't murder each other. I mean, sometimes they will when they have fry, but um, that goes for a lot of the small cichlids. So
Hmm.
you even get that with angelfish. You can do like 10 straight batches with no problems, and then the 11th one of them kills the other one.
Wow.
But
Right now, I got an overpopulation of live bears with these goodies. I got like maybe 70 or 80 of them right now.
better you than me.
And it's like, I don't know, like Chris Gordon wants them, right? And
Yeah.
he wants to send me the box and all the stuff, and then he asked me how much, and I didn't know what to say back to him, so I just said, you know what, let me think about it. I don't want to overcharge the guy either. I'm not trying to,
Yeah.
take
Where is he
advantage of
shipping
him.
them to?
I don't know where he's from. I asked him, and he didn't say anything.
Yeah. It depends on where he's from. Like me shipping to when June wanted to buy some bulk angels from me, the size box that I needed to do, and that wasn't even for all of them. It was just for a good chunk of them. It was going to be, I think, like $500 or $600 for
Wow.
overnight. Um, so it really depends on how you're going to do it. So even to was it? I think South Dakota is where. Um,
Chris is from?
Dust, no, Dusty,
Okay.
and that was still like $400 or $500 too.
Wow.
That was your standard fish box, that you would get a normal fish shipment from,
Hmm.
and that would be like a 24 by 24 by 12 ish box, or 20 by 20 by 12, or something along those lines. You know, the normal one that you see at your pet store.
So lately, that's why I went to that new LFS, because I'm asking around to all the LFSs to see who would, if I can get a better price at a store, it'd be better than to ship them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't lose that shipping
Yeah.
cost.
Well, you don't
But
really lose it though. It's
well,
the
no, yeah, you're right.
it
I mean,
depends
if
on how
you,
you're doing it. If you're if you're doing it as a test, like I did with all you guys, like from Skipper's Auction, I paid Joe,
Mm-hmm.
paid um, Ben, and I paid um, Lumi to take fishes,
Mm-hmm.
essentially, because they covered half of the shipping.
Okay.
Yours is the only one that actually covered all the shipping.
How much was
Because
it to
you're
ship to me?
to you, I did it priority.
Uh
So
huh.
priority was only like $15.
Oh wow, man! I should be getting
Um,
more fish out for you.
well, that's only if you can do priority or 2 day.
Okay.
2 days, 2 days, kind of what I'm going with going into the future through
Mm-hmm.
UPS. But overnight, I overnight USPS cost me $80. Well, it was a little bit more than $80, but $80 for a 5 day, or what was it, a 4 day delivery? I think it was, because I sent you and Joe at the same day, and you and
Mm-hmm.
Joe both received them the same day. So you were priority shipping, and
Mm-hmm.
Joe was 1 to 2 day, and that
Okay.
took almost a week.
Oh wow,
So that was $80 for like
man!
4 or 5 days worth of shipping. Um, I was pretty pissed,
Did they make it?
and yeah, they made it, and they made it at an okay temperature too. But I could have done the same in priority
Right.
at like $20,
Right. Mm-hmm.
maybe not 80.
Yeah. Well, that's what
And
happened
I
with me when I got these fish from Greg Sage. Exact same thing.
yeah, yeah, it's, I don't know, just better off going UPS and 2 day, and then only shipping when it's nice out, not when it's freezing and not when it's boiling.
Right.
Hmm.
Because overnights, I don't know how people are selling them so cheap, except for not making any money off their fish.
I was thinking the
Um,
same thing,
if
Jeff, during the
if
auction.
if
Like,
if they're not a business, that is,
yeah,
if they're not a business and they're doing it overnight, there ain't no way. It's not possible to ship a
during the
fish
auction,
properly.
yeah, they're saying like 15, $20, and I'm thinking like, really?
You're full of shit. Yeah, they're losing money. The only reason that they're doing it is it's an advertisement play or something to get their
Or
name out there
maybe
for
maybe
moving
they're
fish.
hoping that the auction price will raise. You know what I'm saying? Raise it up.
Maybe, but still, if you're not getting $80, you're not covering your fish.
Right.
So
Have you sent any fish to Cece?
no, not yet.
Not yet.
Texas should be about the same though. I know that I intend on sending a lot to Jody,
Yeah.
but that'll be bulk, wholesale rate.
Now, when you ship fish in bulk, like for example, me with these goodies, how would I ship them? Like, stick them all in one bag, or
That's typically how it's done. That's not how I recommend doing it, but I will be driving them there myself.
okay,
So I'm not doing the overnight or whatever shipping. The
yeah,
only way that it makes sense for a person to ship bulk is via air freight.
okay,
In bulk form, at least that's the only way to me that it makes sense. Because then that would have dropped that, $600 shipment down to 200.
mm,
But at that rate, you're looking at shipping 100 angelfish.
damn.
You're not moving 10.
So you're driving them up there. You probably got some aeration going on in there, right?
No, just bag them like normal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're better off to just bag them like normal and treat it like a normal shipment. You plan for them to be in the bag for 7 days. and then you hope that they're only in a bag for 2 days.
Mm. And you throw some of that carbon in the bag, right?
I do, yeah. I use carbon and the ammonia absorbed stuff. It makes me feel more comfortable. Whether or not it's mandatory is a whole other story.
Mm.
Now, that's only if the fish can't eat it. So if the fish is big enough to eat it, you don't want to put it in there.
Ah.
Because if they're big enough to eat it, they're going to be hungry and they're going to try to
choke
eat it.
on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good lesson, because it's a good thing you said that.
Well, you're starving them for 2 days beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And then however long they're in that bag for, whether it be overnight, which is more likely to be 36 to 48 hours, or a week,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be pretty damn hungry. And if there's something in there that they think they can eat, they're going to try to eat it.
Yeah. So where did Jody move? Jody's store warehouse is at?
Hers is in Iowa.
Okay.
She's about, I think, like between 10 and 12-hour drive from me. So it'll be vacation time. I'll have to take off Friday and Monday.
How far is she from where they make the Quad City?
She is on the total opposite side of the state.
Oh wow! Damn.
She's over by was it Sioux City? I think.
Damn.
I think that's right. So she's over by was it South Dakota?
Mm-hmm.
I think it is. I'm not really good with Iowa's surrounding states and crap, but I think that's correct.
Me either. I've only gone south.
Minnesota up to Canada, and then a little bit in the southern part of Minnesota, the UP, corner of Michigan, Illinois, been over to the East Coast up and down, and that's about it. I know I hated it because when you started going east, there was only like country songs and religious channels. There wasn't any rock channels.
2-day shipping from Tropical Fish Co. says June.
Says what?
June.
Yeah. It should be overnight right now. I think that's all that they're offering.
Well,
It's
considering
overnight.
how late they are, it makes sense, the shipment could be delayed, and why pay that?
Well, no, I mean, like if you buy them today and they don't ship them until the following week, but whenever it is that they actually ship them, it should only be overnight.
Is overnight shipping not guaranteed because it's November?
I don't think so. I think we're past that point now.
June said 4 hill streams.
I don't remember that being offered. They might have changed it, but I thought it was only overnight. I've only ordered rams from them, though, and this time of the year, rams should be only offered overnight. So they really shouldn't be shipped this time of the year. But if they are being shipped, they should only be overnight.
Because they need that heat, right?
They need a lot of heat. You're way better off shipping them when they're like 100 degrees outside.
Wow.
If you ship them when it's cold, you need to be really good at packing. Mm-hmm. It's not that it can't be done. It's just that you got to be really good at it.
That insulation that you sent with the Corys, is that like the best kind to that cottony stuff that you put in there?
Yeah, that's recycled like cottons and stuff. It's a blow-in insulation that you would find in like your attic. Yeah, those guys are really nice, Cheryl. I do like them. They're pretty fish, and they behave decently. Those guys I do intend on keeping around, as well as the Blue Flames, the Agassizi, the Incas, and the Borellii and stuff. I'm not so sure. the red shoulders, the rednecks, I don't plan on keeping those. Those are probably going to get shipped to Skipper when it gets warm enough. But yeah, that's my preferred way of doing it. There are very few other shippers that do that because it does cost more than crumpled up paper. It holds the bags in place better, and it adds a lot of R value to the box. It does not add that much cost. It does add cost, but it's not that much. You can get a big bag of that stuff for like $15.
That's good.
Yeah. I would rather see somebody ship me all that and no foam. I do not like the white styrofoam. It has like almost no R value.
You're talking about like the panels or the noodles?
Yeah.
So I looked
The
into
panels.
it for this comment, and I put to my address 4 reticulated hill stream loaches, and it says express 1 to 2 business days.
Express.
Yeah, that's what it says.
That's postal.
Express 1 to 2 business days shipping method, and that's the only one.
Yeah, that's postal. I wonder if it's because of your location, maybe. Because I got mine UPS. And I thought she had a special rate going on with UPS right now, where UPS was overnight for like, I thought it was like $20 or maybe 40. I know that she had it for ridiculously cheap for a short period, at least.
I know that
I don't think that they ran out of that yet.
the price to my address is really cheap. It's only $40.
And it doesn't say.
And it only says shipping method express 1 to 2 business days. It says that it's $39.99. Typically, when I get from people from that area, it's at least $80.
Yeah. I wonder if it's not how she has it labeled.
Maybe.
Because I think she's currently only using UPS overnight, but she might not have it labeled that way because that might be what they're going to end up having to switch to once the special wears off.
Right. That makes sense.
Because I know that they do have a special rate right now because it's a new contract with UPS. That was my understanding, at least.
You know, I've never ordered from Dan's Fish, but one thing that I do like is how they have the pricing for the shipping at the bottom. You know, it says
Yeah,
like
that's hard.
it fits like for $40 or whatever.
It's hard. He does have his bag sizes dialed in, so that's how he can pull that off. His packing, so part of his shipping method is awesome. Part of it sucks. The part of it sucks is how he puts the bag in the box. How he bags the fish is great. So there was another buyer that I bought from. What was his name? I can't think of it right now. It was I bought some German rams from him. He was out of Texas, I think. He's Shenandoah Aquatics, and he's gone now. He used to have a YouTube channel, but I think that's deleted now. I don't know if he died or something else happened and came up, and he just quit the hobby. But at the time, he was building a new damn fish room out of all 40 breeders. So I don't know why he would have quit. But anyway, he shipped similar to Dan, except for he did 2 fish per bag, and he packed everything else the same way that I do. With that dense pack insulation. So when you got your fish, they were all where they were put. When I've gotten stuff from Dan, I've gotten boxes that were only half full, and bags could shift around.
Wow.
That not all of them have been like that, but I have gotten a few, and it really pissed me off because they were very expensive freaking orders.
Yeah, everything
Uh,
it's expensive.
well, no, I've had shipments from Dan, quite a few of them that were somewhere between 1,000 and 6,000.
Oh my god.
So it's not like a $50 order.
Oh hell no.
It's like treat me good. Don't be
Yeah,
screwing me
yeah.
over with a crappy pack job.
I mean, yeah, that's reasonable.
Uh, that was my last order from him, and I haven't ordered since.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, you're right about that. I mean, if you're gonna pay that much, I mean, roll out the red carpet.
Well, I had stopped ordering from him a while before that because I got one shipment that was really good. It was packed by Yellowstone Aquatics. He was a member of the community that was working for Dan at the time. The next shipment I got was not packed by Yellowstone because Yellowstone was fired for not packing properly. At least that was what I was told. If there was more going on, there was more going on, and I don't have the insight to that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the shipment I got from him was good. The shipment I got after that sucked. And it wasn't how they were put in the bag; it was how the bags were put in the box.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also received dead fish from Dan.
Oh
I've
shit.
reported some of them, and I've received fish that never should have been shipped. That were not damaged, but they were not sellable fish.
Yeah.
They never should have been sold.
Like not to the standard, right?
Not to anybody's standard, like maybe Petco's, but not Petco. I mean, not at that price.
Right. Wow.
I know that he gets hyped up a lot, but he's not perfect. He's just another dude. He tries, which is all that a person can do.
Yep.
Does he try hard enough to justify his prices? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Does he have to charge that to stay alive? Yes, I do believe that. Because that building that he built is ridiculously expensive.
I can imagine.
Did he have to do that? No.
Some of the equipment that he uses, I've seen it, right? Because he shows it when he films.
Yeah.
And I've seen the equipment that he used on refineries for oil. And you know how he uses those filter socks? Those big old filter presses? Those things must cost ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah. Well, did you see the boilers that he has to use to heat the water when he brings it in? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just running those by themselves is probably a couple $1,000s a day. When it's middle of winter, if he's actually running it to full tilt. There is no way it doesn't cost him less than a couple $1,000s a day. Just in fuel.
Yeah. Plus, I think you need to have two, right? Because in case one breaks down, you need to switch
boilers?
over. Yeah.
No, he had a lot of boilers.
Oh wow.
They were huge BTUs. It would be nice, Cheryl. Kinda. As much as I would like to live in a warmer state, I don't think I ever could. I don't think I could deal with the politics or the policies in other states at all. I have a hard time here as it is because there's too many people coming north and trying to change shit. And I don't do good with change.
Amen to that.
But I really need to hop off of here because I am way past bedtime, man.
For sure.
I will hang out and chat for a little bit while I hydrate. But
It was nice having you on. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me up. Hopefully, I didn't go unhinged too much for you.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I do occasionally get on a rant. Uh, Try not to, but it is what it is. But all right, I'm gonna figure out where the off button is, and then I'm gonna jump off of here.
All right,
All
Jeff.
right.
All right,
I think I can hide it until you do that.
I think I got her. Thank you.
Alrighty. Awesome.
Nice.
Well, hello.
Hello, hello. I like the music in the background.
Thank you. Actually, if you go to the description, you can click on the link and download it for yourself. It is completely free to use.
Oh, nice.
And it's a good link. That's 30 minutes of classical music.
Mm.
Um, and I have not been pinged for it on YouTube, so that's great.
You know what? Another thing about classical music is you can't. So you know how they have those apps where you can uh, try to find a song by your phone listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
It won't. At least for me, Shazam didn't work at all with classical music. Like I would have it the radio playing classical, and then I would try to find that song on Shazam, and it would not recognize it.
I'll tell you that almost all of the time it's going to be Mozart or Debussy.
Uh huh.
So if you just look through their catalogs, you can typically find the song that you want.
At work, we used to have a radio that we shared, and everybody was pretty good at kind of like taking turns picking their station, right? So like one person would put it on a station for a couple hours, and so on and so forth, right? So then when it was my turn, and I would put a classical station, it wouldn't even last 15 minutes before somebody went and changed it on.
Mm-hmm.
And I always thought it was really bogus, and people used to kind of like get at me about it, like it was a problem for them.
I don't know. I think it's pretty like classical music is pretty agreeable.
Hmm.
It's, my son plays classical music. It's elegant. It is. It's nice. It's agreeable. It's. I don't think classical music is going to offend a good majority of people. I just looked up, and my angelfish is staring at me.
Hmm.
Scary.
My crebenzas stare at me. They're in my bedroom, and every time I go in there to lay down, they always peek their heads out of their cave, and I can see them tilting their head to look at me.
Hmm.
Have you ever had any cichlids? Oh, well, cichlids, right? Your angelfish, right? Besides your
Well,
angelfish?
I currently, as of right now, have my angelfish and I have a threadfin acara.
Hmm.
I have had discus in the past. I've had a few more miscellaneous cichlids. For about 6 weeks, I had a dovi.
Mm, nice.
I won't ever get a dovi ever again.
Yeah, they have a reputation.
Yeah, this one definitely scarred me up. It definitely gashed me quite a few times.
Wow.
I got some
And you,
cool looking scars.
he was fully grown then, right? When you got him?
Yeah. So I do tank cleaning for people.
Oh.
And this guy had a breeding pair of dovis, and I had been cleaning um, his tanks for a good couple of years, and he told me that he had to go out of the country for a funeral and asked me to watch his male dovi.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he was really worried that when he was gone, that the person that he had hired to come feed his fish um, wouldn't like properly close the top, and the male, who is the most aggressive and currently separated from the female, would jump out and die.
Mm.
And since he had been a client for so long, I'm like, yeah, I have one of those like pop up ponds for like when you have your koi fish pond cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, "Well, I'll set that up and he can go in there for, I think it was like a week or 2 weeks. Um, and that time had passed, and I had messaged him, and he turned off his phone, like number, like deleted it, got it shut off.
Hmm.
And I tried contacting him on Facebook, and he ignored me. And it had been about 3-ish weeks at the time, and I was like looking up laws because not only is this a very large fish, he was 30 inches long.
Oh my goodness!
Uh,
Wow.
he did not like me because I was the one that cleaned his tank, and the way that the guy's tank was set up, you couldn't like get in to clean the tank unless you physically got into the tank.
Wow.
And I was always encroaching on his space. He did not like that. He did not like me.
Yeah.
So anytime that he saw me, he bit me.
Yeah.
So I could not put my hands in the tote thing, the pond liner thing. I don't know what to call
Mm-hmm.
it. Um, and he was a big fish, and he ate a lot, and it cost a lot of money to keep him. Like just to feed that fish at the time that I had him, so 6 weeks, cost me around $800.
Oh wow. Damn.
The rest of the story short, I winded up looking at like laws about how to get rid of it, and I contacted the guy on Facebook, and I said, you have 30 days to get back to me about the fish. If you don't get back to me in 30 days, I'm selling the fish. And I winded up selling the fish after the 30 days, and he's still at this point has not contacted me at all. I have no idea what happened. I'm hoping that like something bad didn't happen to him. Um, but
I mean, the guy, he didn't have any family. I mean, nobody to reach out to you.
no, so from what I understand, all his family is in another country. So they
Okay.
probably had no idea that I even existed.
Oh
I
man,
don't know.
that's rough. I don't know if I would have dished out that kind of money to feed a fish. That's a lot.
It is a lot, but like at the time, I'm like, I can't let this fish starve to death because I don't want to feed it.
Hmm. I didn't realize it got so large. I always hear the name Dovi, and I've seen them before, but I didn't realize that they got so large.
Yeah, from my understanding, he was about 10 years old.
Oh man.
And I mean, like, I sold him for around $500, and that didn't include the cost of keeping him for 6 weeks.
Hmm. Man, I'm surprised anybody took them at all. To be honest.
Well, I got really lucky. I had been talking to some people to help me take care of the Dovi for like long term, trying to get different foods. and making it as cheap as possible. And I ran into a Dovi breeder who was looking for a male, and he had been interested in him from when I had started talking to him about him. So that's the guy who bought it.
Yeah, it is pretty lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably be feeding poor old what's his face still. Have to shut down all the other tanks. He costs more in 1 month than it does to feed, water change, and run all my tanks for a month.
And then if he's eating that much, imagine like you have to have some pretty good filtration because
Yeah,
all that stuff's coming out too, you know?
yeah, yeah. It was like weekly water changes, and he was gumming up how do you say, a pond filter.
Wow, that's nuts.
So I'm never doing that again.
I seen a fish get donated to my other LFS close by. You ever heard of a wolf fish?
Wolf fish. I mean, there's a bunch of. That's the issue with common names, I guess. Is that there's a bunch of wolf fishes.
Well, this wolf fish was about maybe 30 inches. Maybe not 30 inches, but he was around there, you know? Uh, just very demonic kind of look to him, you know, very angry looking fish. Uh, had big teeth, you could see it in his mouth. And I'm surprised that the store owner took it. And I asked him how much he would sell it for. I asked the owner. So he said that he's gonna put a price tag of about 800, but he won't take less than 700 or something like that.
Google is saying it's a hoplia.
Hmm.
Wow.
He told me it was related to the Gobi family.
If it's the same, it looks like it. That's a big fish.
Yeah, with a big old mouth. Yeah, looks like a Halloween themed fish.
It's big. There's the Amara wolffish, Hoplius Amara.
He was all black.
I don't know. Ugh. Has a cute little snake head looking face.
Yeah, that's him.
South America. South American wolffish. Populus Malabaricus.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds like him.
Populus Malabaricus, and its dog-like teeth.
You could see it. Like you could clearly see those in his mouth.
Ooh.
And then the store owner, right? He has them in a 240 tall, something like that. And there's other fish in there when he puts them in there, right? So he puts them in there, and there's an arowana, there's a couple other fish. I can't remember the names, but he takes everybody out after he puts them in there. I'm like, okay, what if he would have bit one of them in half, you know? But you know, he was all kind of like spooked, I guess, from traveling, so he wasn't really thinking about eating.
Yeah.
But he could have easily snapped.
Cheryl, have a nice night. Thank you for joining. I put the
Oh yeah, that's him right there.
yeah. Scary.
I mean, he wasn't that small though. He was like maybe 4 times the girth of that guy. I mean, this thing looked like a giant catfish almost.
Yeah. Scary. Yeah.
But he left. He left. He left one fish in there, and I thought, why aren't you taking him out? And he's like, ah, I guess he didn't want to, you know. And he was just like, ah, just. He was willing to sacrifice. What was it? It was really one of those really kind, gentle fish, a big cichlid. Oh my god, a, it kind of looks like an akara, a green. Oh my god, I can't think of the name. And I like this fish a lot too.
It happens. Don't worry. I did have like that breakdown earlier because I couldn't remember a word. So.
Yeah, but these are these big fish that you can have with little fish and they won't do anything to them. It's a cichlid type. But yeah, when I told the guy, like, hey man, why don't you take him out of there? He's like, no, he already has hole in the head. And I was like, well, that's even more of a reason to get him out of there. He's already suffering. But,
God happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that guy has a lot of big fish in his store, like koi, a lot of big. He sells a lot of goldfish, which is pretty surprising. I've never kept goldfish. I kind of want to though.
You want to keep what?
A goldfish?
Oh, I don't ever want to keep a goldfish. First of all, my tanks are always going to be too hot, and outside is always going to be too hot. So personally, they're just not for me. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I just kind of like the way some of them look, you know. Not the goofy ones, right? Like the ones that have those big old eyeballs and big thing on their head. I'm talking about like just kind of like the ones that kind of look like koi, you know?
Yeah. The normal ones.
Yeah. I don't know what you call it. Shabunkin? Is that one? I'm not sure.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know my goldfish species all that well.
I'm not a goldfish person. What I do like is Medaka, which are like teeny tiny little goldfish and koi fish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mazakas are cool.
Yep.
I don't know if I want to get into them, but I mean,
They're
it seems like they're
awesome.
They're rising. Yeah, they're rising in popularity.
Well, I've kept Medaka in one form or another for over 15 years.
Oh wow!
I was one of the first people to import Medakas as pets into the United States.
Oh wow! Are you part of the AMA? Is that what it's called?
I am not technically, but I know the people who created it.
Uh-huh.
They have a Discord server.
Hmm. And it's not that I don't want to get into Medaka. It's just that I don't think I can afford the ones that I would really want to get. You know?
Yeah. Your best bet is to find a very established line. I like tricolors, and Orochi Medaka is the best.
Mm-hmm.
And tricolors are definitely the more expensive ones.
How much would that be? Like $40 a fish or something? Or?
Well, it depends on who you get them from and what the quality of the individual fish is.
Hmm.
So, Medaka, unlike a lot of other fish, um, when you breed one coloration to another of the same coloration, um, you're going to get a variation of different fish. So, like, if you were to breed like a marble angelfish to a marble angelfish, you are
Hmm.
probably going to at least get 90% all marble angelfish.
Hmm.
Maybe the expression is lower or higher.
Hmm.
Not with Medaka. If you breed a tricolor to a tricolor, you might get like Yukihis and platinums and some tricolors and maybe an all black one.
Oh wow. So the breeding process must be not like your average fish, then I imagine.
No, there's the color culling process. So you basically take out and sort them by what color you got, and then you
Hmm.
sort them further into the quality. So for the highest quality of the color or variation that you want is going to be the most expensive.
Oh wow. Yeah. How many types of Medaka do you have?
25.
Oh my god. And they're I'm imagine they're all in their own enclosures, right?
Yeah. I
Wow.
um I wiped out my Orochis by accident a few months ago. So, but if we include the Echo of the Moons that I have inside
Hmm.
that are going out for next season, then it's still 25.
Wow.
What I do have is over 1,000 Madakas.
Wow.
So my current purpose is breeding the Madakas until I have sellable Madakas of
Hmm.
um, a certain line.
Yeah.
But the issue that I'm having is that I'll breed them and then it's all the same like standard, like my standard.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm like, okay, I finally got my standard, and then I'll get like a clutch that comes out, and it's um,
Yeah. The light went out in the aquarium. I'm gonna take it over here where there's a little more light.
that's fine. The quality, like of those like smaller clutch,
Uh-huh.
is way better. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll put those as secondary, and I know I can produce better, so I'm going to work on them now, and it just keeps going and going.
Yeah.
Because I don't want just to a standard. I want the best.
Yeah. One thing I know about, I learned recently about Medaka are the lame. That's like that like shimmer. Is that
Hmm.
what that is?
Yeah.
Now, um, what when the fish has that, is that breeded into it, or do they just automatically all have it?
So all Madaka can have lame, um, but not all Madaka do, and it is environment based, not fully genetic.
Okay.
Madaka breeding is a little bit weird. You need to take the fry and put them in black containers to develop their overall body color, and then you will switch them to a white container to develop the lame.
Hmm. So it's kind of like how they do. I think they do arowanas like that, but they don't do the black. They just do the white.
Yeah, they also tan like arowana.
Oh, wow, I didn't even know that.
Mhm. Almost every surface fish can tan. I'm talking true surface fish.
Hmm.
Guppies are top. A lot of people call them surface, but they're top.
Guppies, right?
Guppies are top. Medaka are surface.
What's a hatchet fish?
Hatchetfish.
Those are the ones that just sit. They just sit at the very top of the water, and they just sit there. They kind of look like a teardrop shape.
If you can, if you were to, I don't know, pause time and um, stick your finger in and like right at the like where the water breaks, you could touch the fish. That's a surface fish.
Okay. Oh, I got you. Okay, that makes sense.
The ones that are like in the top of the water but still like swim down, and they mostly spend their time in the top section, but like if you were to pause time you would have to like stick your finger into the water to touch them.
Hmm.
Those are top. That's the
I
difference.
got you. I kind of wanted to get some hatchet fish for this aquarium exact this particular aquarium here, because all these fish in this tank they all hang out at the bottom. So the hatchet fish literally sits at the very top, just kind of like at the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cribenzas are all scary. They're sometimes a little bit more brave and they'll hang out in the front, but these are kind of rare. They're not your average uh, cribenzas that you might see, and they're not fully colored up yet. Um, but when they do, they'll have like a gold belly and laterals, very yellowish gold, um, and they're very different in shape. I think. I mean, I haven't seen all the cribenzas, but the ones that I have seen in the stores, the more common ones, they don't look like these guys.
Yeah.
The swordtails are just in there just to kind of get them to chill out, because at first they were like hiding behind every single little thing.
Yeah.
Uh, and the
I'm
swordtails, uh huh.
interested in getting bigger fish.
Hmm.
So I'm looking at all my tanks and I'm like, these are too small. So I think I have this 20 long, and I think I'm going to replace it with a 55,
Nice.
at least on the stand. I'm going to get a rack, so a lot of tanks will go on the rack. I just got I got a fish tank from a thrift store for $25. It's a 29 gallon.
Oh wow, it's a pretty good deal.
I think so. So I thought that was pretty cool. It came with like this really old internal filter from Aqueon.
Mm, nice.
I'm currently testing it in a 10 gallon and it's working just fine.
You're talking about like those internal canister types?
Yeah, it's huge. It's this me see if I can find it. It's called. Hold on. I'll pull it up.
I'm familiar with, only ones I'm familiar with is the Shark Nano or something like that. It's an internal filter. Do you like to have lots of plants in your aquariums?
Typically, yes. It's I don't know how that looks. Let's see.
Oh, nice. And you said it's large in size, huh?
It's this. This one.
Nice. Oh,
Uh,
wow, that's weird. I've never seen one quite like that.
isn't it?
It's weird. It's almost like a hang on the back, but it's not on the back. It's inside.
It's like a hybrid. It's almost a hang on the back, but it's an internal. They don't sell it anymore,
I imagine, yeah.
but it is so neat.
Uh huh.
I'm kind of sad that they don't.
I'm guessing that the reason for this design is to kind of have the internal pump, right? So, like, if the power goes out, it stays
Yeah.
on. It doesn't, you know, get stuck or whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely the internal pump thing. Um, because I mean, I probably looking at the other stuff I got, this tank was probably decommissioned in like 2020.
Hmm.
Um, and who knows how long it's been sitting around. So I've probably plugged this filter in for the first time in 5 years, and it started right up.
That's a good deal.
And I've had it in a it's in a 10 gallon, because that's the only thing I had to that
Test
wasn't
it.
in that didn't have fish in it to electrocute if something went wrong. But it works. Its flow is good. I don't see any problems with it for larger fishes.
Yeah.
You know, it would also be really good for like turtles.
Yeah. My experience with turtles wasn't that good. They foul the water pretty quick.
They do. They do.
And yeah, I mean, I used to feed my live goldfish too, but this was like 20 years ago or something. So I haven't kept any since. But I am a fan of canister filter. I don't have many. I only have one, but I do like canister filters for the quietness of it.
I like canisters a lot. I don't like hang on the backs. I like internals. I like sponge filters. I like under
Yeah.
gravel filters.
I want to try one. I'm just a little scared. I don't. I've had bad experience with gravel, fouling the water, and
Yeah.
I'm a little scared that And see, here's the thing. So it's like if I knew that I could just have just the gravel filter and be cool with it, but no, like I see a lot of people that have under gravel filters, but then they have other filters to back up. You know?
Yeah. I think that under gravel filters are really, really good at one thing, and that
And then
is um, making your gravel stay clean.
makes sense.
So, if you don't want to deal with like gravel vacking,
Uh huh.
under gravel filter.
Hmm. But then, how do you clean the stuff that that goes down into it underneath? That's my thing. Like that's why I won't. That's why I haven't done one yet. I always go to the store that has some, and I'm always looking at them, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet.
I was trying to find like a little picture of under gravel filter, but there's the intake and output tubes of uplift, the uplift
Hmm.
tube. Um,
Yeah.
you suck out the debris through that. So it would basically be like using a turkey baster in a corner to suck out everything
Hmm.
from the bottom of the tank.
Because the tank I was planning to do it on was that one that I showed with the goodies, and that's a 4 foot tank. So I always thought like, would I have uplift tubes on each edge? Would that be enough for me to go down in there with something, with maybe like a piece of hose, a piece of tubing, and suck out what's down there from just those two uplift tubes?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I like the idea. I just, like I said, I've done gravel in a thick, couple inches, 2, 3 inches thick, and it's always fouled the water. Even with like several like sponge filters in there, it still does it.
Yeah, I have a 10-gallon that has a bunch of gravel in it. I don't typically like gravel, but it's fine.
Hmm. Well, the ones that I had stocked, I mean, had a lot of stock, right? So I was putting a good amount of food in there. Uh, maybe that has something to do with it too, because I imagine like if you have a gravel tank with a couple of fish, that you're not really putting a whole lot of stuff in there. It might be okay.
Under gravel connected to a canister is good, says June.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, I've heard of people doing that. But then somebody else said, so here's the thing. So some people say that under gravel filters work best when the flow is very gentle, because then what happens is that there's a type of filtration called an anoxic filtration.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not an expert. I'm not going to say I know what that is exactly, but they say in order to achieve that, the flow has to be gentle and slow. Uh, which, if you connect it to a canister, that won't work. Uh, and like I said, I'm not an expert, so that's why I got kind of like thrown off because of all this information, and I just kind of lost interest. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick to what I know and not risk my fish. Not to say that it doesn't work, just I just don't have the experience to.
Yeah, and I mean like under gravel filters at one point were the go-to. They were the best of the best.
Yes.
And I mean, like, it's fine.
Yeah, I do like the idea. I like the idea of the cleanliness of it too. You know, right? Because like if you only did the under gravel, you don't have anything in there. There's nothing hanging out the side. There's no tube, other than the air tubing.
Right, which you can hide way easier than other tubing.
Hmm. That
Especially
was.
if you have black tubing and a black background.
Hmm. That was the main reason I wanted to try it
Mm-hmm.
because of that. Because I don't want anything hanging off it. I don't want to have a canister anywhere. I just wanted to see if that would be enough.
Yeah.
And I did a little research and then I chickened out. I was like, especially in the tank like I have where I wanted to put it, the population is crazy blowing up. So you got 70 fish in there. Uh, and I don't have all 70 in there now because I just recently, about a week ago, pulled out a bunch of them. But it's still a tank where like the population is constantly rising.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just bought a new plant today from that store. It's called Water Sprite.
Mm.
Yeah, it was full of black algae, and I told the lady at the store, I was like, "So this plant has a bunch of algae on it, but this is the plant that I kind of want." And she's like, "You know what? Take two of them for the price of one." And I was like, "All right, you got me." So I took two, and then I'm actually quarantining them in a little jug because they were in with fish, and yeah, every time they have plants in with fish, I don't put them straight into my tanks.
I just do a bleach dip.
I want to do that, but then people again, I do research, and some people say that it's bad for the plants. But I don't know.
I've done it with no problems. You've got to make sure that you dechlorinate it
Okay.
after.
Hmm.
But, sometimes I don't do anything at all. I just stick them straight into my tank.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, my jungle vow that I have in my 75 right now, it has, like, a fine algae all over it.
Hmm.
And I like it because my angels like to eat the algae off of things,
Hmm.
which is bizarre to me, but whatever. They like it.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny to see like an angelfish going up to a plant and like trying to rip like what looks like fur off of it.
Yeah.
But of course, I'm getting the plants from the same fish store I got my fish from.
Right.
I
So,
mean,
how many do you? Well, you have a lot of tanks, so I imagine you have probably dozens and dozens of plants, right?
yeah, I have a lot of plants.
Like species.
I have a lot of anubias and swords
Hmm.
and vowels. I have, what is that called? Ludwigia?
Yeah. Hmm.
The teeny tiny leafed ones.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that too. I have a bunch of it.
And oh boy, what's in my shrimp tank has the teeny tiny Ludwigias. It has it's not pearlweed or Monte Carlo, but it's the other teeny tiny.
Bacopa or baby tears?
I don't know what it's called. It's not. It's another one of the teeny tiny carpeting plants.
Maybe baby tears? I'm not sure. I have a carpeting plant right here. I kind of got it growing on this. I'm trying to get it to grow on this filter floss so I can make it like into a carpet.
Is that Rickia?
Yeah. That's Rickia.
I've had best luck making mats with mesh.
Like a screen?
Yes.
Oh wow. Well, this stuff stuck to it pretty good. And this is the stuff that I bought today.
Nice.
What is it called? What did it say it was called? Water Sprite?
Water Sprite, yeah. I have somewhere. I have guppy grass, which is like half hair algae. I have swassertang and Christmas moss that is half fungus. What else do I have? I have a lot of plants. I don't know.
I can't remember the name of this plant. I got it like 2 years ago, and I don't remember what it's called. But it starts off with a stalk. I don't know if you can see the stalk back there, like a little thin like stalk, and then see how it goes up. Can you see how
it looks like a bacopa?
No, it's.
Oh, at the top it looks like a lodia.
No. If you say it, I'll remember. I just don't remember it.
What's that one that looks like a lodia? What's that? A lodia. A lodia. Plant. I love this keyboard. It's super loud. I'm sure everybody can hear it.
And then these are my. Oh my god, this is throwing.
Hydrilla.
Look at my Scarlet Baddis. This is looking for scuds.
It's cute.
He's not the best one either. I got some that are like super, super red.
I'm gonna be honest, Dune. I hate Java ferns. I hate them.
Do you like Bulbitis? Bulbitis ferns?
I think Bulbitis is better. I don't like Java ferns. They do really well for me. And that's great, but I don't want them. I think that they're ugly, but in that way that's like alien creature. Love. If people like them, that's fine. They are not my thing. Just like I don't like catfish, I don't like Java ferns.
I have a hard time with Java ferns. They won't grow for me.
They do so well. And then like I breed rabbit snails, and rabbit snails love to eat Java ferns.
Mm-hmm.
So I realized since we're talking about Java ferns, I also don't like Java moss.
Do you like any moss? Because I like moss. I mean,
I like Christmas moss and weeping moss and flame moss and pretty much any other kind of moss.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like Java moss. And then I'm like, do I just have a thing against Java things? But obviously my rabbit snails are from Java, but I don't know. I guess plants from Java just, molded in a way that does not fit my tastes.
I think weeping moss is cool to like have like on something where it's gonna like droop down, right? Like on a piece of
Yeah.
wood or something.
Hmm. I used to use it a lot in scapes. I just can't find it locally anymore.
I've never seen it in stores at all.
There was this one store that had it all the time, and I think like the person that brought it in, because I don't think it was from a company, the person that brought it in just stopped getting it, or it died or something, or they moved. I don't know. Looks cool attached to my trees. What looks cool? I love chat
Maybe weeping moth.
because I that was like 2 3 minutes ago. I have no idea what I was talking about 2 3 minutes ago.
I had my first live stream about maybe a month ago, and I think I was doing it. I was having a hard time because I couldn't see the chat either. It would disappear before I could read it because I'm doing it all.
Yeah.
I'm doing it all mobile,
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I suck. So all I did was just keep talking about stuff to try to, you know, just keep the chat going, or the stream going.
Yeah. You can use this, what I'm using right now, on mobile.
Is it restream?
Yeah, it's Restream. Also, you can choose between like this orientation
Mm-hmm.
and the regular phone orientation. So you can use your phone and you don't have to use the vertical.
Mm. Hmm. There you go. Do you pay for it or is it free?
No, I don't. I don't pay for it at all. I mean, you can,
Right.
but I don't.
Hmm. Yeah, I found it a little tricky. I think I did 2 live streams and um, I haven't done one since. It's been like 2 weeks, I think.
I when I first started live streaming, I did um a little too much live streaming.
Hmm.
Mm. My 1 year anniversary is coming up.
From your first live stream?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
and it's
It took me 2 years to get the 50 subscribers I needed to live stream.
let's see. I've done there's 1 2 3 4.
Were you
Counting. Hold-
were you streaming every day?
No, I've done 76 live streams
Hmm. In 1 year?
in 1 year, and counting because like I think my anniversary is on December 6th.
Hmm.
December 8th.
Hmm. That's right around the time I set up my very first aquarium.
Yeah. That's
I think I set up my first aquarium in September.
yeah. So in about 11 months, I have streamed 76 times.
Wow, that's a good amount.
So, first 500 subs is the hardest. I mean, how many subs do I have?
I have
I don't
50,
have
I have
100, that's for sure.
I have 58.
I have 246.
That's a good amount. So, what were your first streams like? Like, what were they like? Like, how would you? It would just be like a general chat. And did you have like a topic?
I think I've always tried to have a topic.
Uh-huh.
My very first live stream was, how do you say, at a convention, a fish convention.
Okay.
And then,
So you did it like at a booth?
no, I just walked around a convention.
Oh, okay.
If you look at my very first live stream, you'll see a lot of my like legs and feet,
Hmm.
and then like a lot of fish.
Nice.
It's fun. It's fun.
Now, when you say convention, is that like because I don't know that we have those here in Chicago. I mean, we have fish swaps, and they'll have like meetings afterwards. But conventions, I mean, like that'd be like an aquashella or something, right? I mean, I don't think I've been or heard of those going on
Yeah, it was like a aquashella.
here. Okay. I think
Yeah,
aquashella used to be held here in Chicago before, right?
I have never been to an aquashella, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm too late to know anything. Like I just started the hobby.
I know that there's an aquashella here in Dallas every year.
I have family in Dallas. I have an aunt, an uncle, cousins, and I went there in 1994, and
Yeah, that's the year I was born.
oh my god! And I remember it was so hot there in Dallas that I noticed a lot of the cars would have damages to the dashboards because they would get cooked, you know? So you would just
Yeah.
see all these cars with cracks on their dashboards all the time.
Yep. Yeah.
And I just remember thinking like nobody can live there without air conditioning.
No, you can't.
Mm. But yeah, I remember I was a young kid, so I'm not that much older than you, but it was old enough for me to remember, like
Yeah.
I remember eating at Jack in the Box. Are those still there?
Ew. I hate Jack in the Box. It's gross.
I mean, I was a kid. I didn't know no better. The Kroger stores, they had those.
Yeah, we got Kroger's.
Um, oh, that's where I first drank the soda pop called, is it called Big Red?
Yeah. Big Red.
Yeah, that's the first time I drank that. Big Red. I remember thinking, like, where's this been my whole life, And then I quickly got tired of it because I kept drinking it.
My goodness, it's so real though. The dashboard thing, it really happens.
Yeah, it's funny that it stuck with me forever. Like Dallas, like yeah, the cracked dashboards.
Yep, yep, it really happens. You see it all the time.
Yeah, like you need to have those protectors, you know, those reflectors or what the sun reflector things.
Yeah, yep, you do.
But I mean, the air was insanely hot over there. I never, a matter of fact, to this day, I haven't experienced anything like it. To this day, I mean, and I've been to other countries and stuff, but man, the heat is just so intense there.
Yeah, it gets real hot.
The
I mean,
close,
like,
and it's a dry heat, right? Like there's no humidity.
no, there's a lot of humidity.
Is it? Is there? I can't remember that actually. I just assumed that there was no humidity. Because the only other place that I remember feeling a type of heat that was so bad that I could barely withstand it was when I visited Puerto Rico. And
Hmm.
as soon as I got off the plane, like it just hits you like it just hits you like you immediately feel it like oh my god, like it feels like you're swimming.
So I'm looking at the weather right now, and it is 71 degrees,
Hmm.
and the humidity is at 97%.
Oh wow. I wonder if it was that case back then in '94, like, because I don't remember the humidity being so high. But yeah, it's. I'm trying to see if I remember other things. I remember there was a school next to my aunt's house called Winnetka. It was like an elementary school.
No clue.
Um, yeah, I can't remember anything else. I was too young. And I returned. I can't remember what year I came back, but that visit was a complete blur. Like I don't remember anything about that visit, and I was older.
Okay, let's see. We are about to hit the 3 hour mark.
Oh wow.
It is 2 a.m., so I'm going to wrap it up
Yeah.
because it's late.
Yeah. It is.
um, Anybody who makes it to this part of the replay deserves like 10 gold stars.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So, thank you, anybody
Yeah,
who stuck around. Thank you for coming on and talking to me,
for sure. Thank you for
and
having me.
Jeff, who did too. Um, yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
I'm heading off.
Bye.
Bye.